World War III, as people have dubbed it, and right at the center of this.
It's a concern.
It is a concern.
You know,
it is a legitimate concern.
Can I just say something? It's really weird.
Can you tell me, why are you hitting me?
Oh, no, just because I want to tell you something.
All right, well, don't hit me.
Okay, whatever. Come on. When I was a little kid and the Cuban Missile Crisis happened, that was a real threat of a world war.
Right.
I haven't felt that since then until now. I mean, with all the stuff that's happened in this world, I never felt a nuclear war threat since the Cuban Missile Crisis until now.
Right.
And well, I feel it today.
At the middle of this whole conversation, people talking about this is Colin Kaepernick because of his reaction to the drone strike that happened in Iraq. And he says that this is just another case of he calls it American terrorist attacks against black and brown people for the expansion of American imperialism. And he had another tweet where he really lit into the Trump administration. And of course, we know that Colin Kaepernick and Donald Trump have been sworn enemies for years now. But Colin Kaepernick made his point that that the way he sees this, this was just American militarism being used to further American imperialism.
So in a time when this country seemingly agrees on nothing, experts, right, left, center, have said that General Soleimani is a mass murderer. The United States says he's responsible for the death of over 600 U.S. military members. All colors have been killed by this guy. He's maimed over 1,600 people, blown off legs.
He was a really bad guy.
Really
right.
bad dude.
So to call eliminating that guy an act of American terrorism is disgusting.
Well, here,
well, the difference.
Come on,
I know what you're
guys.
saying. No,
Charles,
look, I'm not defending that guy.
To say this is
the general
American imperialism. Now, what we need to know.
It's not American imperialism because we're not invading
What
anywhere.
we need to know that Trump has not answered sufficiently is what
was the attack? What was the imminent attack?
That was so imminent, and he has not answered that, and that's what Congress is asking.
And that's what makes everybody think about the whole WMD
he is a bad guy.
Bad guy.
No, and I understand that. And if you want to say, hey, it was not worth attacking Iran because now we have forced them to retaliate, and we don't want to deal with that. I get that, and that is a viable argument.
Hold on. Here's what we don't know. What we don't know is Trump telling the truth that there was an attack that was imminent? Because if the answer to that is yes, it's way more justified in doing what he did.
It is justified, but the reason people question it, Babcock, is because we heard this before about WMDs, right?
Absolutely, Charles. But everyone has said that this guy was a terrorist and a mass murderer. So why did Colin Kaepernick call American terrorists for eliminating somebody who has killed hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of U.S. military members? These are kids who went overseas and lost their lives at the hand of this guy. And now when he is killed after killing hundreds of U.S. military members, we're called terrorists. The Americans are the ones who are terrorists. Come on. This has gone too far now. And people need to speak up. This has gone too far.
Someone else was speaking up. We got Adam Carolla out and asked him about, you know, the real possibility of a World War III and who would be, if there was a draft, how does that all play out for the U.S.? Here's what Adam said.
A lot of young people are legitimately concerned about World War III. Yeah. What do you have to say to the young people?
They shouldn't have to worry about it because I think they're all going to get a note from their doctor that says they have some lactose intolerant or gluten allergy and they can't fight without their service pet. So they're never going to have to go to the front lines. Do you know a 19-year-old that could like fix a bayonet to a M16 and charge at another guy? I mean, we're not there. I got nephews. These guys are sleeping on a beanbag right now. They're not fighting.
Okay, first of all, I love Adam Carolla, and he's hysterical.
It's nice to find a moment of laughter.
He is hysterical
at that, but
you know,
hope it doesn't come
what
down
he's
to that
talking about, because back in my day, college deferments were the big deal, and that's kind of what he's talking about there.